Hey everyone, it's Bud, and I'm back with another stuff. I hope everybody out there is doing fantastic. All right, everybody. I hope everybody out there is doing fantastic. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about the Apple Vision Pro. Okay, this was announced yesterday, but it's time to kind of clear the air on it. Now that I've watched all the videos, I've digested it, right, and we'll jump in. Well, let's talk about the good and the bad. Okay, guys. So the good is there's really one main good thing, okay, as far as I can tell. The main good thing is that this is the first iteration of something, and Apple is creating it. Apple has a pretty solid track record of kind of making things that are innovative, okay? And so fundamentally, that's a very good sign, and I think that itself is like a good enough gesture for a lot of people. So that's probably good enough for a lot of people there, but there is a lot of bad we need to talk about. Okay, so I'm going to be quite critical here. Okay, let's talk about it. So the bad. First of all, I think the headset. Let's just start from just the very beginning. I think the headset is very big. Okay, I think the headset's quite large, okay? I totally meant to grab my sunglasses to show you guys a size comparison here in this video to see how, big glasses are, so to speak. My camera's kind of down, maybe, or up, I don't know. But the headset, the Apple Vision Pro, is quite large and substantial, okay? It's very big, actually, quite big, okay? Um, it's certainly not glasses, it's goggles, right? And so, that's actually a pretty big kind of turn off, I think, surprisingly. I think the fact they're goggles is kind of troubling, okay? So, the size of it isn't great. Now, it certainly has a lot of tech inside of it that's probably very impressive, okay? So, we're not going to really gripe on that, but let's talk about kind of the usability of this product, okay? First of all, let's just get this off my chest right away. It kind of feels like a product that's not really practical, okay? This feels like a product you're going to use at your house. For 3,500, you got a computer, right? And quite frankly, you can buy a regular computer for like $150, right? Probably get a full computer for $150, right? So you've got 3,500. So, because here's the thing, how many people are going to grab these goggles, right? And then go to their friend's house and watch a movie at their friend's house, right? How many people are going to wear these goggles, go to their friend's house, and like browse the web casually, like while they're like maybe in a conversation with their friends? It is not going to be very practical, right? So it feels like a product that's really meant for the house, right? It's not really meant to be on the go. I mean, you could walk around and watch a movie. That's kind of nice, I suppose, but like, I don't know. Here's the thing. Here's another problem though right away. This thing has like a portable battery, and then it's got like 2 hours worth of battery, which is already kind of problematic. And I really don't need to explain why, because 2 hours really isn't much. And if we're talking about like watching a movie, that's like it, right? So like, let's say you're on a flight for 5 hours, right? If you watch a movie, you've got 2 hours gone, and now you've got to kill 3 hours on a flight, and now you don't have your thing, right? So having that isn't ideal. Now, as far as the battery pack itself, I've also got a problem here. In the advertisement that they have for it, they make it seem very like out of the way a lot of times. I don't think that's what it will be. I think it will kind of get in the way. You've got a cable connecting your pocket to your goggles, right? I think that's going to get in the way. I mean, in the commercials, they make it seem like it's nothing and it's not a big deal at all. But I have a feeling that's going to be a problem. I certainly do. Um, and what's the downside? Let's say if you unplug it while you're using it, how annoying is that? It's probably annoying, right? Now, this product, it doesn't. Okay, let's move on to the next thing. First of all, this product doesn't look cool really by any means. It doesn't really look cool, okay? If you're wearing it, you don't look cool by any means at all, okay? They are not sunglasses cool, right? Sunglasses are cool. This is not cool. This is not like people aren't going to see you and be like, oh, look at that cool guy. They're going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to stay away from that guy. Like, what is that guy doing? You know what I mean? So it's not cool at all, right? Now let's dive in a little bit. The goggles themselves have a computer in them. It is a computer, okay? This is kind of problematic, okay? Because I'm afraid that if it has to have a computer inside of it, it will always be very big and will never look like glasses if it has to have a computer, okay? However, if they are able to basically do the technology that they're describing but link it to your phone so that you don't have to have a computer and nothing changes in your life, then I think we've got another story, okay? I don't like that idea, simply put. You know, yeah, so I mean, there's just a lot of red flags here. And like one thing everybody needs to understand is just that any company can make a mistake. Like nobody's perfect. Nobody will be perfect, okay? Facebook tried to make a metaverse. And I mean like how has that worked out for them to this point, you know? They were doing very good up until that point. You know, they made a lot of good moves maybe up until that point, but then that, right? So eventually Apple might be destined for the same thing. Is this it? Who knows? This might be very big, okay? But I would say, looking at it, this does not seem like something that's going to really, like, change very much because a lot of the things, I guess maybe a big problem is I have a computer right here. I have my phone in my pocket, and I have a TV right behind my computer. So it's kind of like, what what would I be gaining from it? Like I said, I think I'm going to be inside. So, like, I'd be able to watch movies. Well, my TV is right there, like literally right where my finger's pointed. I can watch a movie right now. So, like, what am I gaining? You know, it kind of feels like a product that's, I don't really know how to describe it, but it kind of feels like they're trying to like evolve, right? But the problem is like every time they've evolved historically, there were a lot of technologies that weren't really efficient and fine tuned. But I think now there are. So I think now they're kind of running into this problem where they have to kind of like make a product that's something out of the box. But I just don't know if there's enough kind of a use case for this product, quite frankly. That's my opinion about it. I'd love to know what your guys' opinions about it are, of course. That's my opinion about the new Apple glasses. I don't think they're very practical. I guess to take it a step further to Vivi, you know, they didn't at all in their presentation at all talk about using NFTs. Okay, first of all, you've got to know that and you have to live in reality. They did not mention NFTs, right? And like in theory, I could put my NFTs at home and put them up, right? But then we run into the same problem where this is a product for the house, right? And we kind of run into some of these other problems that I think we have, right? This is not this is not a product for the person on the move is what it seems to me. It doesn't seem like that at all, right? Quite frankly, I think there will be some problems. Like there might be some legal stuff that comes up as far as like driving with it, maybe, but who knows? But you know, I think there's a lot of kind of things that don't seem great about it, and so for that reason, I'm certainly not at all excited. I mean, I literally, as soon as I saw it, I didn't have to get any details about it. I just had to see it, and I was like, oh, that's so big, dude. That's huge. I mean, it takes up like not just your eyes, right? Like this. I mean, it's like this. You know, it's blocking all the way over your nose. You know, so I don't know. I personally am not really sold at all. I'm not at all sold on it. I'm not anything on it. Um, It's the first iteration of a step in that direction of technology. However, it's not a guarantee that that technology will be successful. We need to understand that, because I think a lot of people will understand that it's a first step in the right direction, but they'll look at it and kind of have this impression that this technology is a sure thing, right? But that has not been determined yet. It might be, but you have to accept that it also might not be. Okay, this might not be the future. Okay, like I said, I mean, the fact it has a computer in it is really, it's gonna make it very bulky. You can't have glasses. You can't have Ray Bans with a computer in them. You just can't do it. I don't think. Well, maybe you can, but at that point, it's gonna be, the year 2150, right, or something, right? So that's my impression of it, guys. It doesn't seem like anything like impressive really to me at all. I'm not necessarily taken, like, blown away or anything like that. So I hope everybody has a fantastic day. I'll talk to everybody later. But Thompson, wait, I clicked the wrong button. Peace.